Hi everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart and welcome to my channel. Before I get into the video, I'm just going to announce here that I am going to be doing a 25,000 subscriber milestone giveaway to all of my active and participating subscribers. And later in this video, I'm going to tell you all about this particular giveaway and what the rules are going to be. All right, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing another Lazy Susan, another experimental Lazy Susan. And I'm going to share this with you guys. So welcome. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully what I'm going to share with you today will be beneficial to you. And hopefully if you like what you see, leave a comment and a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. So let's get going. So what I have here is about a 13-inch Lazy Susan that I got from TJ Maxx, or the home goods store downtown Asheville. And I've resorted to these because I've been having trouble with my Lazy Susans I've been getting from IKEA. They've been warping on me, even with all the preparation I've been doing. So I said to myself, you know what? When I saw these marble ones, I said, well, marble is not going to warp. And it's such a pleasure to paint on something and not stress out all night long. Oh my gosh, is it going to make it? Is it not going to make it? And then come down the next morning and be, oh, this works fine. This is my third one I'm doing today. And these are heavy. I mean, they're heavy. They're substantial. It's marble. So I just want to show you how I taped off the bottom here. I taped it off into this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, octagonal shape. And it's a weird shape because what you got is you got your top, and then you have this mid-range thing here, and then you got your bottom. There's a bottom, and all that would be visible from the side if you were looking at this. So that's why I decided to tape it where I did. It would have been much easier for me to just tape around in the circle, but I think it's going to look better having the sides with the paint sliding down. Now, my thinking is, after I get done painting this, I probably won't even wipe it up because I want that paint to dribble down evenly, and I don't want to risk getting in here and inadvertently hitting the sides. So I'm going to skip ahead through the laying down of the pillow here. So we'll see how all this goes. This is all new to me, and we shall see. Very good. If you watch me a while, you know I have trouble centering things. Okay, so for my colors, I just did a coaster palette to validate this color palette, which is kind of similar to one I've been doing, but I've got all these paints over here, and I'm going to be leaving out of town next week, and I'm going to have to get rid of these paints if I don't use them up. So here we go. Multi-Pro 47-3110. I'm going to lay that down. We'll get started with that. If you've been watching me, you know that when I do spin this, when I do blow this out, I don't go too crazy. I let it stay kind of close to the center composition. I let the spinner and the spinning take care of the composition development. All right, my first color is Golden's Phthalo Green Blue shade with Artez's Pearl Sky Blue. And yeah, my paints are getting old, so I'm starting to get a little junk in there. This happens after you've had paints for a little while, and you got to be very careful. But I usually work in small quantities, so I don't waste too much. I know I see some people put them in big squirt bottles, and I'm like, that's not something I like. But then again, I'm constantly switching color palettes, if you haven't noticed already, because I like to play with different colors. I like to see what I'm going to get from one kind of color to the next, even if it's just a easy, simple color change, one color change in a palette. Probably laying this on thick, but I have a lot of paint, and I'd like to use it up. Okay, so that's that. So this is the last of my Artez's Pearl Lime Green. I got to be careful. This might have some stuff in it. Just going to put it down as much as I can here. And I do like to drizzle. If you've also been following me, I am a drizzler because I like I like the idea that the paints are like, you know, folding into itself like a basket weave. Kind of gives them room to breathe with each other and interact as they blow out. This is one of the colors I used on my ornaments a lot. I had a lot of orders with these blues, with the blue palette. I don't even know. I must have made 200 ornaments this year. It was crazy. It was a time for about a month where it felt like I was only doing ornaments. But anyway, you want to know what this color is. This is Modern Masters Venetian Blue. Just gorgeous. After this, I've got Golden's Iridescent Silver. And as I mentioned in the coaster video, sometimes I go for a feel. Well, most times when I'm coming up with a color palette, I'm looking for a feel of the colors. And I actually had benevolence in with this color combination, but it didn't work out. And as much as I love that benevolence, which is the TLP that was part of the Hurricane Helene relief, I had to put it to the side because it has such a mysterious and dramatic feel. It didn't quite go with this very uplifting and optimistic color palette. So that last color was my gold combination, the 24 karat gold. Oops, is there something in there? I think I pulled it out just in time. 24 karat gold by Deco Art and Golden's Iridescent Gold. And I like the way this blue plays with this black, plays with this blue. I will go with that. Cell activator. Now, I still have my Australian. And as much as I tout my American, which is video 141, if you want to see how I make it, it works just as well as this. I just have had so much of the Australian, I can't waste it. I have to use it up, so I'm going to keep using it until it's gone. And yes, you can use it for months on end until it's gone. This is titanium white. This is oxide plastic. I'm going to blow this out to start with, and then I'm going to hit it with a hairdryer. And just so you know, before we get started, this is my Berta 1000 water off Amazon. So I've started resorting to blowing it out initially with my lungs so that I get a good divot formed and I get a good circle to start forming before I hit it with a hairdryer. For this size. And as you can see, I have a really nice divot there, and the edge where that white is hitting the colors is where I'm going to aim my hairdryer to help blow that composition out over the pillow. And I'm going to blow it all the way around until I get this composition fully blown out. And if you want to see a really good video about doing a blowout on a smaller scale, I have a video called The Art of the Blow. It's $4.19. I'll link it above if you want to check that out as well. But yeah, I just keep going around until it's fully blown out. But notice I don't even have the composition even touching the edge of the pillow. All of that stretching out will happen as I spin this out. Here we go. Whoa. Too high. I'm going to stay right there. If you've watched me before, I don't go wild on the blowout because I know my spinning is going to take care of a lot of it. So because the cell activator is a little bit older, it takes a little bit of prompting to get it to respond just because it's thicker, but a straw and a little bit of lung power will help get those cells to activate. And also the stretching and the spinning will also push up those cells. So no worries here. I just keep going and then I'll get ready to spin it out here in a second. All right, we'll let the middle develop. Now, I need to go this way a little bit if I can. All right, I'm going to spread this out a little bit. I'll skip past some of this. All I'm doing is just pulling it open, breaking up the surface tension here. Okay, I may need to put some more pillow down, but let's just give it a gentle spin. Just see where we are. Just see where we are. I don't like this section at all. Okay, I'm going to cheat over here to my left just a little bit. You can see it's a little cattywampus now. As I continue through, I'm going to cut out some of the spinning, but you're also going to get everything you need to know for this video. Out of the way. So once it starts to spill over, I don't want to have a big mess over here. All right, so what I like to do is open it up really slow and let it try to reach the edges all at the same time if possible. So it's not bad. Let's just keep it going. I'm going to skip out some of the spinning. That was a little faster spin. I probably too fast. Just slow it down a bit. The thing is with the paint and the spinning, once you start spinning, even when you stop spinning, it's still going to move. It's still moving out because it's still under the influence of that centrifugal force for a short period of time. So you just don't want to go too crazy. Now, I'm really curious how this is going to fold over the bottom edge. Let me just get it to the edge. Let's just wet the bottom of all these parts. I need the paint to know where it's going to go. Let's just keep it spinning. Oh, it's pretty. It's a very dynamic color combination. So I've got a little catch basin over here where I'm going to put my extra paint. So when I have another thing to do where I can use recycled paint like my ornaments, which this is perfect for, I'll have already a bunch of paint ready to use. All right, let's take a look and see how much we have in the middle. Because I don't mind a little negative space, and I can play with the negative space some. All right, let's check the middle. Oh, that is a bad one. It's got gunk on it. Gunky. These are all gunky. Word of the day, gunk. Not much. Okay, I'm going to take a moment here. I'm going to make sure my bottom is covered. And I know you can't see this, but I have no way to show you. And this is my first time, so I just have to make sure I'm doing this right. So I've cut out some, but as I go around this bottom portion, this last angle, I realize that this is a lot trickier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I knew better when I bought these. I should probably think twice. I think I needed to think 3 times. But we'll see. You know what? You never know. Sometimes the things you're thinking are, man, wow, is this ever going to work out? And then all of a sudden it becomes like the best thing. Okay, since I can't show you anyway, I'm just going to keep on working this thing. And then I'll take care of all that stuff later. I'll try to explain it when I get done, what I'm trying to do here. So here I have a couple white spots, and I'm just dipping the tip of the toothpick into the white spot to help pull the colors together so I don't have the white spot anymore. Process-wise that you need to know. It's just what is unique to this particular creation. this particular piece. You know, there's nuances to all of it, like even with the jars. The jars all pose their own challenges. Those glass ones with the gasket are definitely the most challenging. Just getting rid of white spots. White spots are from any paints or the pillow that's percolated up. Oh, there's something in there. Gee whiz. Yeah, I knew there was something in there. Okay, I'm going to try to extract it as carefully as possible. So when you're pulling something out, you want to pull it out in the direction that it's kind of going in, so that it doesn't become so obvious that something was in there. I used to get all panicked when I saw something in there. Oh my God, how am I going to get this out? And you know what, you just pull it out like you're playing Operation when you're a little kid. Double check the center. I'll give it another wing, another spin. I think we're fine. I'm not even the slightest bit worried about this warping. We're on marble. And the other thing that's nice about these marble ones are they're heavier and they feel like they're better quality. Just because it's heavier, it just feels good. You know, something like closing a car door and you have a door that's heavy and solid and you close it and it goes boom. And then you have some doors and you close them and they go ding. It's like, okay, it sounds like a tin can. That's what this feels like. It feels nice and solid. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop, actually. I'll do a couple little palette moves. I'll show. Just little tiny things. They're little things. That's gone, that's it. I think we're going to call this about done. So I'm just going to clean up the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, on that beveled edge, I'm just going to push the paint under. And I will get you in for a shot here in a second, but we're going to call this done for now. And then after I get back from my trip to California, I will be resining this and you will see that final result. Okay. So I'm going to go over really quickly the bottom and how it turned out. And now that I look at it after about a month here, I probably should have painted the edge where the pillow is and turned it black or blue, but I didn't, and so this is what I have. But I did varnish the edge, so it's pretty smooth here. I sanded it down as well. So I just wanted to show you that this is the strange part of this creation, that it is. That's that weird bevel I was talking about that is kind of hard to direct down while I was painting. That's why I couldn't show it to you. But there's like 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers to the side. So if I have my druthers, I won't be doing another one like this just because it's a little bit of a pain in the neck. But it did turn out pretty good. Just wanted to share that part with you too. So here she is, fully resined from the top side, and obviously you're not going to see anything from the bottom anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I do have another one of these creations I'm going to be resining. I just haven't gotten around to that yet, but I'll be sharing that one as well. If you're new here, please join me, subscribe, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. At the end of this, I will have a link to my Lazy Susans playlist, so you can see other color combinations and other styles of Lazy Susans that I've painted on. Remember to check my description for details and links to products I use, also including a 10% discount code for the KS resin that I use. And if you just hang with me to the end of the video, next upcoming will be the instructions and the rules for the giveaway that I will be starting up in next video. But you have to know the rules and how this is going to work in order for you to participate. So the giveaway, you'll have a chance to win one of the 4 jars or one of the 4 sets of coasters, and this is how you do it. First of all, you have to be subscribed, and it's only going to be available during the next 2 videos, the opportunity to enter. During each of the next 2 videos, you will hear a code word somewhere during the video. Remember that code word so that at the end of the video, when you leave your comments, write your comments, enter your code word, and then I'm going to ask that you hit the thumbs up, the like button, whatever number like you are, enter that next to the code word. So for example, if the code word is spin, and when you hit the thumbs up button, it's a 12, you would enter spin and 12 and leave whatever your comment is. So I hope that makes sense. And if you live in the continental US, I will pay for the shipping. And if you live overseas, I would ask that you pay for the shipping. In the description for today and the next 2 videos, I will have the instructions as well. That's all I have, everybody. Take care. Till next time.